Hi, and welcome to my channel, Lock and Legacy Chronicles. I am Tiffany, and on this channel, I hope to chronicle my journey to and with Sisterlocks. So, for my first video, we will discuss the Sisterlocks consultation, what I expected, what happened that I did not expect, and then also I'll start off with my decision to get Sisterlocks. Stay tuned and let's chat. So my journey to Sisterlocks has not been a long one, but it did start off about a decade, no, longer than that ago, about 20 years ago when I was first natural. I became natural for the first time in my life when I was a teenager before I graduated high school. And during that time, I needed a change. I was relaxing my hair and my hair was not flourishing. So, like many girls during that time, that was right at the start of natural YouTube, I did decide to stop relaxing my hair and embark on that journey. However, my goal was to ultimately get Sisterlocks. But my mother did not support that decision at the time. And the maintenance of retightenings and even the establishment was just not something that worked for our small family. So, fast forward to 2020, I had embarked on another relaxed journey and decided that after 5 years of being natural, I had my daughter, I wanted to relax my hair because it was easier to maintain. I was tired of twisting, washing, co washing, and doing everything that I associated at the time with natural hair and relaxed my hair again and stayed relaxed up until October of 2023. And at that point, late last year, decided, okay, for the final time, I am going to go back to being natural, but I'm going to transition, do a long transition. There was no pressure to cut my hair or to do a big chop. And I just wanted to wear my hair and in the most natural styles that I could, but then also embrace this new texture that was growing in. So made the decision to not relax my hair anymore. But I was on Instagram one evening and I saw that my cousin who lives in the east part of the US, and she microlocked her hair, but she microlocked her hair with extensions. Looked absolutely beautiful. And at that time, it just hit me. You have been wanting to do this. You're looking for a solution that will be easier to maintain. You know that you no longer want to relax your hair. Also, you're not quite confident that having loose natural hair is what you really want. So, this might be a good time to revisit having Sisterlocks. So, here we are. I'm about 33 days out from my Sisterlock establishment. And obviously, I had the consultation, which we'll discuss a little later. But I made the decision to get Sisterlocks, and I am so excited to be embarking on this journey. I am excited to have this channel. I am excited to just talk about my experience so far to Sisterlocks, and then eventually, once I become established with Sisterlocks. So last week I actually have cut a significant amount of relaxed ends off of my hair. Again, we'll talk about that in terms of my consultation experience. So that's why my hair does look like this. It was initially a little longer, and I have been just wearing it in this twist out style on a weekly basis, and even that has been a lot for me to maintain. So I know that I am making the right decision without a shadow of a doubt. And this is something that I'm going to really enjoy. So now that we have that out of the way, and I might make another video talking a little more in depth about my journey or my decision to actually get Sisterlocks and what all went into it. But let's talk about the consultation. So where I live, there are not many registered Sisterlock consultants that exist. Or I'm sorry, registered Sisterlock consultants in and of itself. So I had limited options in terms of women who offered this locticians that offered this service and were that I could feel confident would actually give me Sisterlocks, because that is something that I learned very early on in my research, that although they say that they are doing Sisterlocks, they are not truly Sisterlocks. So I had to be on the lookout for that. Scheduling my consultation, first finding my consultant, was very straightforward as advised by Sisterlocks, the corporate headquarters. You use their website to find a loctician. Hopefully it's as up to date as possible. I found my loctician, and then there was another loctician that I also found, but at the time they did not have any open appointments, and actually at this point now might just have books opening up. So you can imagine at that point I had no clue on when I will be able to start my journey. But I'm so grateful to have found my loctician. She is in my neighborhood, drive very commutable to me, and I just feel so blessed. But scheduling the consultation was very easy. I reached out to her. She has a website, she has a social media presence, so it was very easy to see her work and then to select a date and time for the consultation. So the consultation was $100. And that is something that we'll talk about as well. Just the investment, the total cost of getting Sisterlocks. It is a financial commitment, and one that I am ready to make, but certainly one that I would encourage anyone interested in Sisterlocks to really look into and assess if that is what's going to work for your budget. So the scheduling the consultation, it was $100, and it was a 1 hour consultation. I did prep for the consultation by washing my hair with a clarifying shampoo. I do use Suave Gentle Clarifying Shampoo. It's blue. It's about $1. I had never used that previously, but it did the job. My hair, I could definitely tell the cuticle was roughened, and it was different than anything I had ever experienced. But I did wash my hair, and I had just put it in flat twists because, again, with having the multiple textures in the hair, I didn't want to go through flat twisting the hair and then taking it out for style, and then she was going to have to be in my head anyway. So I just did 2 flat twists going towards the back, and went to my consultation. So sat down in the chair. First, we went in her suite. It's very comfortable. It's a beautiful place. Very, very nice, very professional. But we sat down and she talked about, again, asked me why I was looking to get Sisterlocks, how I found her, and then she went through her policies and procedures. One thing I did, and she appreciated this so much and reiterated this during my appointment. I read everything that she had available to read, that she sent me to prep. I read it, and I read it twice. And I probably read it a third time just to make sure that I understood what her policies are before walking into the consultation appointment. I wanted to have all of my questions written out. I had about 10 questions that I was able to prep because I did read her policies, and I was sure about how does she run her business, what are her expectations and clients, and then in turn what I can expect from her. The way she has everything organized, the way that she structures her relationships with you as a client, make it easy to understand, next steps. So I was fully prepped before my consultation. We discussed everything from my hair type, my hair journey. I shared with her that I did have process ends and I was no longer relaxing, and how much time had elapsed since my last relaxer. And she talked about my hair length, and she did measure my hair and shared, and advised that I did cut my hair just so it's not so much loose hair, but then also the costs associated with it. So my consultant or loctician, she does charge $100 per inch after 4 inches that she would need to lock. So in the front, my hair measured out to be 8 inches, and then in the back, I did experience some breakage. So I had 5 inches at some points in the back, and then 6 inches or 7 inches over here. It was just a lot going on. So this cut is really going to make the establishment a lot easier. But we talked about just my hair type and what I should do prepping for the appointment. And then she did the test locks. So she only put in 2 test locks, one medium size test lock and one large size test lock. What I learned during my consultation that there are technically 3 Sisterlock sizes, small, medium, and large, but and there was a shift in terms of what they offer, what Sisterlocks acknowledges that they offer. And at this point, locticians or consultants only should be installing medium or large size Sisterlocks into your, into your head. So she shared with me just a small card that had squares that basically sized, what these locks look like. And for many people, I've researched on YouTube that they have a mixture of sizes. Her herself, she did get her locks established before this change happened. So she actually has small to medium size Sisterlocks established in her head. But I have pretty much landed that I want majority medium size locks. And there might be places where there's some large size locks, and I'm okay with that as well. So she did share, but installed 2 test locks, and I was able to feel and really, for a short period of time, understand like how my hair might react or will react to having the Sisterlocks installed. So that went fairly quickly. Then it came time for me to pay my deposit. I paid a $350 deposit in cash because that's what she preferred. Also, there's a fee associated if you use a credit card for her. I'm not saying that that's going to apply for any other consultant, but for her, there are fees associated if you use any other type of, if you use an electronic payment. So I paid my deposit in cash, received a receipt. She confirmed my appointment, my establishment date, which will take 3 days that we're going to have scheduled. Due to now the length of my hair, it might only take 2 days, but there will be 3 days carved out, dedicated just for me, for her to establish my Sisterlocks, and I am so excited. So my establishment date is June 18th, 19th, and 20th. During that time, obviously, it's Juneteenth. So my plan is to work probably both the 18th and the 20th, and then have the 19th as kind of like a free day for the establishment. And we might not again need the 20th. So I am thrilled. I am so happy. I only spoke with one loctician, one consultant, and I know many others on YouTube do advise that you shop around. I feel blessed, however, that I don't feel that I needed to. I feel like I made the right decision. I reached out to who was available and who I felt confident would actually offer Sisterlocks, and I now have an establishment date. I completed the consultation, and I'm here today talking about my experience. So, the questions that I asked during my consultation really centered around her advice and what I researched to be important based off of my hair type. So the first question that I asked is about the package that they are supposed to offer being consultants, and that is the what is included in that total cost for establishment. So the establishment itself, the consultation, the establishment, but then also your first retightening. So make sure that when you are speaking with someone and you are asking specifically for Sisterlocks, that they include those 3 things in your price of your Sisterlocks that you are given. If they are not offering the consultation, the establishment, and the first retightening as a package, I don't advise that you move forward with that consultant, and you should be asking, basically kind of testing if that is something that's being offered. In her case, it's written in her policy. So I had already knew that it was something that she does, but I had also wanted to verbally ask her as well. I also wanted to make sure that she was comfortable with locking hair that is not fully natural. Because again, doing my research, not every consultant, while Sisterlocks does encourage and state that you do not have to cut your hair if you're relaxed to get Sisterlocks, it is a preference. Just like the length of your hair could be a preference based off consultants. Some consultants I've seen have locked hair that is 2 to 2.5 inches long. For my particular consultant, she has asked that my hair be 4 inches long, which is why my hair has just been cut to this point. But that also, not all of my process ends, as you can see here, in different parts of my hair, are off because I don't have 4 inches of natural hair that has grown out. So there is going to be just a little bit of process ends that I will have to manage just for the time being. So I confirmed that she was comfortable with locking my hair in the state that it was in. And of course, she said that she is. I also asked about her maintenance plan and if she is also maintaining locks as well as establishing locks. This is a very important question that you ask your consultant because some consultants are only opening up their books for establishments, and that is okay. And they're not maintaining because of the clients that they already have on their books. In her case, I am one of the last few people that she is establishing and also taking on as a client. So, luckily, in her same facility, there is a lady that actually does nails. She does now my nails, and she also retightens and offers this as a service. So, I do have a backup in case my consultant is on vacation or if she cannot make a particular date, but my primary will be my consultant. So I did make sure to ask her if she is going to establish and maintain my locks, and I got confirmation that she is. I also learned about a priority booking program that she offers for a set cost per month. It's about $25. I can get primary priority booking um, for the month. And this will likely be something that I take advantage of just to ensure that I can stay on schedule with my retightenings, which she does do them. Advise that you stick to at least every 6 to 8 weeks. She does charge a premium beyond 10 weeks, as many consultants I've seen have. So she did make this clear as well. I one thing I asked is about washing and if this is something that she offers at right this time now, because of where she is, she does not wash your hair. So I will have to come to my established appointment with clean hair, and I will clean again with the clarifying shampoo. I have also thought about buying a larger bottle of the Sisterlock shampoo to get myself ready. I know you do get some in a starter kit, but just to make sure that my cuticle is roughened to the proper texture. And I'm told that this shampoo is meant to function in that way. So I have thought about that. If not, I will go ahead and use the Suave clarifying shampoo. So I will have to do that, as well as before my retightenings, I should come with clean hair. Now, clean hair could be within a couple of days for her, or of your choice. So basically, I can clean it the day of. It just needs to be dry, or it could be about a day that has elapsed since I washed my hair, and she would still retighten my hair. But the premise is that there's no products, that the cuticle is roughened, and that she's able to work and do what she has to do without having to wash the hair. Because again, she can't do it because of the facility that she is in. So this is important. She gave me advice on what to come prepared with, what to wear. I love the fact that, they do offer the consultations, because I also got to get a sense of where I was going to physically be the temperature of the room, how comfortable the floor is. So now I understand, because it will be June, what I will wear relative to the weather, but then also what I should bring to keep myself comfortable. So we talked about what I should come prepared with as well, and how I, can expect the whole establishment to go. So we left off with talking. So she has a part of her boutique, her, and I like to call it a boutique. It's just so beautiful. But her salon boutique, where there's a couch, and we sat down on the couch, and she again looked at my hair and just talked about the length of my hair and what she advised that I do. Because again, keeping in mind, she gave me my final quote of price, and it was $1,825 that I could have expected to pay if I would have kept my hair at the same length that it was. However, my hair is now cut. So she is going to remeasure my hair at the time of establishment and likely provide me a new price that will be lower, about $400 lower than that, based off of what I've already paid. So we talked about the length of my hair, and she just talked about the benefits of locking my hair in a shorter state that does not have so many process ends. And I really appreciate that, because I was initially scared. I'll be honest with you. I have not had long hair, but my hair has, been about neck length. So even this, and you get a sense that it's not long hair at all. It's very short. It's a pixie if I were to straighten this out. But to cut my hair, I was concerned. And then to, on top of that, establish Sisterlocks, I was also concerned, because wow, what am I going to look like? Is this going to be conducive? I'm a professional. Is this going to be conducive to my job? Am I going to feel confident in how I'm now being presented to the world? And I landed on yes. I've gotten compliments on my hair since I've cut it. Now I do have to retwist it, so it doesn't look like awesome, but it also doesn't look bad. And I'm just rocking it, and I am just I'm in my zone, and I'm trusting the process. That is what I've been saying to myself. Trust the process. Don't worry about the fact that your hair is super short. Don't worry about when you lock it. It might be spacey. It's going to fill out. This is a good thing that I am doing for myself. I am making the right decision. Literally have talked to me like that, because I have to build up my confidence in me. No one else is going to do it. And I have an awesome consultant that laid it all out on the line for me. And she was very transparent, which I appreciate. And it was important that I spend, and that was about 40 days ago now. So now, we're 30 days out, and I'm still preparing myself for that establishment date. I'm still researching. I'm still looking into what I need to make that date, and just this whole journey, one that I embrace and that I love. I mentioned that I did have a child, and it's important to me that they see me be confident as well, in terms of embracing my natural beauty, but then also in this very different way, because I'm coming from relaxed hair. I was wearing extensions for a little bit, and then now I am transitioning gracefully into natural hair. So it's been one that I've enjoyed quite a bit. So we confirmed the establishment date as well. It's going to take 3 days is what we carved out, but it might only take two now with the length of my hair. And I am really excited. I'm getting things together. I'm going to come back and do a video talking about what I am preparing for, or what I'm packing for my establishment date, and what I am going to be bringing, what I'm going to be wearing. So it'll be kind of like a prep with me video that I'll come back and talk about, and then other experiences that I've had so far before my Sisterlocks. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are about my consultation experience, or even your consultation experience if you've had it so far. And I really do hope that you do come back. So take care, and I'll see you on this journey again.